Oh my god, he's awesome.
Heck yeah, man. What is going on, guys? We're starting off video in the S550. We're gonna be doing a Trinity swap on a 2011 to 2012 GT500, but we're waiting for my friend Javier to come over. We got Cody here, and Cody's been missing the stick shift, so.
Yeah, it's been a minute. It's been a minute.
He's gonna take out the S550. It goes to 8,000, by the way.
Yeah, I know, I should write 7.
Nah, you gotta shift it like 78.
Dude, I love beating on slow cars, dude. Like when you hop, like the perfect realm is at like 125 to like 135 zone in a car. That is perfect, because like they can just take an absolute amount of abuse, especially in a Mustang, like most Mustang platforms as a whole. So like I should say 125 to 135 mile an hour trap car, quarter-wise. Yeah. So especially in a Coyote car, I mean, I don't know, they're just fun. I mean, they can take a good amount of abuse and just keep on trucking. So am I in? I'm in.
Yeah, you were in. At 8,000 RPM?
Yeah, it was 8,000.
Ooh. I haven't seen one of those in a little while.
See, you got a 2.4, so I got the pulley tool there. We're gonna go 2.6.
So we got Trinity TVS off a 1314 GT500. We got some 56-pound injectors, 1314 GT500 as well. Got the Trinity elbow.
Stock pulley.
There's a 2.6 pulley.
The 15th one I feel like I've done of these.
Yeah.
Done so many of these Trinity swaps, especially, I mean, primarily on 07 to 11 or 12.
So as far as we know, this car right here is bone stock. So what does that make about Cody? High 4s, low 5s?
Yeah, high 4s, low 5s, bone stock essentially. I mean, it's got a JLT, stock throttle body, stock heating. It should be somewhere, I mean, off the factory assembly line, these made anywhere from 440 to 460. With the intake, it's probably somewhere in the 460, 470. I mean, it's hot here in Florida, so that's going to dramatically change that, but.
So we should be bolting on about 100 wheel horsepower.
Yeah, give or take. So.
I know Javier is excited for that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and this is a fairly budget swap. This is pretty much everything here under 2 grand, right about 2 grand.
I mean, with the release of the new blowers coming out, whether it be the VMP alternate of Gen 3R or Whipple's 3-liter or 3.8-liter that's coming out now, that shoved the price range of Trinities down quite a bit. These used to be around 2,000 a few years back, and now you can find one unported version on the GT500 forums for anywhere from 1,000 to 1,400. I mean, you can get them cheaper than that if you get really, really lucky, but that's about the going price on these. So it's a good. I mean, you throw in the aux idlers, the elbow, and the pulley.
Yeah, and the injectors.
Yeah, you got to have 56-pound injectors if you want to go with a 2.4 or 2.6. A 2.4 on a stock lower on one of these, it'll be somewhere around 16, 17 psi, and 2.4 will be somewhere around 15, 16, 17 psi, somewhere in that range, depending on your free-flowing exhaust. And then the 2.6 will be just about 2 pounds lower than that, so wherever that falls in that category. So.
Yeah.
Well, I think the factory PSI on this, the factory PSI gauge tops out at what, 15 PSI?
That one 15.
Yeah, so it's going to be past that, so it's just going to peg it.
So it's going to be over 15 pounds?
Yeah, well, depending on the exact pulley. I mean,
yeah, we were talking.
That's 2.6 stock. Supposedly.
Yeah, we were talking, and.
I mean, it's up to you. I mean, really,
it's up to you, but the 2.4 might be perfectly fine.
Safe. I mean, it's beyond safe. Like,
why do you say it's beyond safe?
Because it's only going to be, like I said, it's going to be like 16, 17 psi. So
when you say what's safe, 2.4?
Yeah, 2.4 is beyond safe.
Yes.
It really depends on, you have no supporting mods. So if you had a free-flowing exhaust like headers, a full exhaust, a throttle body, an XBA elbow, they make a better version of this elbow. Yeah. If you had more supporting mods going with it, that would have shoved the power up a little bit. But with a 2.4 on essentially a remotely stock Trinity, stock elbow, stock lower, stock throttle body, that's a small primarily JLT 123 with stock exhaust, it's gonna be, in the best case scenario, somewhere in the low sixes max, 600 wheel. So
Really?
yeah, so I mean, it's probably gonna be around in the high fives.
Even with the 2.4?
Yeah, with the 2.4.
Wow.
Just because you're sporting mods, it's the
Yeah,
it's
I
not
don't have-
the yeah. I mean,
But so the 2.4 might be the way to go right now.
Yes.
And then when you want to put the throttle body and you know like
The
headers
throttle
or
body
something,
will show
if you wanted to change some things out, then you do the fuel pump boosters
Yes.
with that. All right, so here is Javier's 2012 GT500, perfect candidate for a Trinity swap, Kona blue, red stripes. So we're gonna go ahead and get on into it. All right, so the basic things, removing the supercharger is actually fairly easy. Install, this car has factory EGR, so it's probably gonna be the biggest thing to fight us.
Yeah.
So I'm having camera issues for 2 seconds. This thing's already almost apart. So fairly easy. Pop off the intake. We're popped off the throttle body as well because we are gonna be swapping that to the new elbow.
Yep.
Looks like Cody is working on the EGR.
Yeah, though. That's not. I mean, it's not too terrible. Some of them have a little bit more issues than others, depending on how the studs come off. Well, this one's got bolts, but we'll probably put the bolts back in the factory unit. Sometimes it's easier to put studs on it. They sell some kits for it where you put studs on the back of the blower itself. So when you slide the blower in, the EGR is a slip fit, so you don't have to deal with the bolts aligning.
Yeah. Yeah. And then we're gonna swap out the stock 47-pound injectors for the 56-pound injectors.
Yeah.
And I think we convinced Javier for the 2.4.
Yeah. 2.4.
The spark plugs.
Oh, we got spark plugs too. Sweet. All right, so the complete parts list we have is a 2.3 liter Trinity TVS, JLT 123mm cold air intake. We're going with a stock dual 60mm throttle body. 2.4 pulley on that, 56-pound injectors. We got a new set of SP471 plugs. We're gonna gap at about 28,000, somewhere around there. We also have a 90 idler to replace the factory idler, which will help take up some belt slack. We also have a Steeda auxiliary tensioner, which will also help add a little bit more tension because we are gonna be using the stock belt with this too. You could either switch to a 13-14 belt or you just use this one. With the Steeda auxiliary idler, we should be able to get plenty of tension on there. Luckily, Cody wasn't doing too much today.
It's all good.
I was planning on helping Javier a little bit, but you know, I'm standing a little bit, but
Yeah, I mean, usually, I mean, if you really grind out on it, I mean, I'd probably say it's over 5 or 6 actual different GT500s. I've probably took a head unit off a GT500 probably over 50 times now.
yeah.
But, yeah, it's not that bad. I mean,
Especially an M122.
yeah, it can be done in under
This
an
thing's
hour.
pretty small, so we're gonna be upgrading a little bit in size, but not nearly as big as the blowers that we're gonna be running.
Yeah, we've been dealing with.
Alright, we got the fuel rails out. So we're going to load them with 56-pound injectors. And we will have to swap the bypass valve for some reason. This one didn't have a bypass valve on it, but it's fairly easy swap. So right here we're swapping from 47-pound stock GT500 injectors to the 56-pound injectors right there. These will actually support up to 700 wheel horsepower on gasoline-based fuel. So either 93 octane or some sort of race gas, but not E85. They will not support a lot on ethanol. Luckily, Javier isn't planning on going to E85 anytime soon.
Nope. That is going to pop.
Yeah, ignore the fuel. No matter what you do, even if you drain the pressure in the sense, actual fuel rails itself, there's always going to be a little bit of residual fuel still in the fuel rails. So no matter what you do, you're still going to have a little bit of fuel on you. So it is what it is, but it's not bad.
So gonna pop the 90 idler off, or the 75.
Yeah.
Put the 90 idler on.
Yep.
That's gonna help pick up the extra slack from the belt since we're going from a 3.0 pulley?
Yeah, 3.0.
Down to a 2.4.
Yep. So pick up some of the belt slip, tighten up the slack a little bit. He has an ox idler, but he bought it used. I think we're missing one of the top nuts for it. So it still should be fine with this 90 ox idler here instead of the actual additional ox idler itself, a whole one. But we'll see.
Oh, you can't tell it's bigger.
Yep, that's a 75. That's the 90.
Oh, yeah.
Pop it right in there.
Yes, sir.
It's a nice thing about GT500s. A lot of the stuff is like so easy bolt on.
Yeah, especially when you've done a lot of them. So yeah, it's pretty easy. It's fairly easy.
All right, so we have some Motorcraft SP 471s.
Yeah, I don't recommend this exact feeler gauge, but this is what we have on hand right now. I actually like the ones that are actual singles. You spread apart itself. Those are much. You can dial on a spark plug exactly right. This is
the reason why there's a range.
Yeah, but you'll get you very close on something like on an application like this. But
yes, sir.
So we're gonna dial these in.
These are the factory 13-14 plugs, right?
Yeah. So we're gonna dial these in somewhere around 28 to 38 thou or 30 thou, 28 to 30. That should work perfect for this application. Out of the box, I thought these come closer to mid 30s, but we're gonna check right now.
I think they're like 45.
Yeah.
It might be.
Yeah, it's right around, it's 40 stock, so.
Yeah, so we're gonna just close them up just a little bit. That's gonna help make sure we don't have any spark blowout.
Yep.
37.
Yeah, plus this car has 49,000 miles on it. Fresh set of plugs never hurts.
Yeah, so start here and then get them swapped over.
Yep. All right, extremely important note for spark plugs on these. Disconnect your battery because you don't want to short out the little fuse thing right there. Still hot?
Yeah, it's still really hot. I mean, we're probably like, I don't even know, probably getting closer to an hour in.
Yep.
But it's still really very warm, so.
50K, how they look?
Not bad. Porcelain's nice and white down low. I think it's fine.
A little dark.
Yeah, normal 50,000 mile spark plug for a stock 500.
Probably just stock with it, right?
Yeah. Yeah, they're factory.
Yeah. They'll probably like some new spark plugs.
Yep.
It's worth making that with, right?
Yep.
All right, so all 8 brand new spark plugs are in. Time to get the Trinity in.
Yeah. I'm gonna set that right here for now, and then we're gonna need somebody's hands over on that side.
You tell me, my friend.
On the back. Yep, and you can go on down with it. You might be on an EVAP plug, but it's fine.
I think we're not in the right place yet. Oh, we are.
Yeah, you're on. You're on.
Oh, okay.
You're fine.
There she is.
Ooh.
What you think, man?
Oh my God, he looks great. He looks great.
Heck yeah. So, we're on the home stretch now. That's pretty much it. About ready to start loading the tune.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you give Cody lemonade.
Yeah, no, I literally. One thing about me is I literally love lemonade.
Alright, so we got the Palm Beach Dyno GT500 tune. We got on the X4. We're going to go ahead and load that into the car. And we should be good to go. We're almost there. It's time for the first start with the Trinity.
7.
Turn key off.
Off.
Yep. Ready, Cody?
Yep.
Alright, let her rip. Sounds pretty good. What'd you think?
Trinity swap GT500.
No, just third gear.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna do a data log. Third gear, get up to 3,000 RPM in third. And at 3,000 floor. It looks good. What you think, man? You liked it?
Oh, this is a best much.
Alright, we put the windows up so we can hear some blower whine.
He's fast.
You got up there, didn't you?
Oh my god, he's awesome.
Heck yeah, man.
So much difference, man. It's a huge difference. Like driving a new car again.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's up over 100 wheel horsepower.
Oh man, that's amazing.
That's awesome.
That is a different car. It's a different animal.
Palm Beach Dyno with the killer tune.
Oh man, this is not gonna get old.
Oh yeah.
This is amazing.
You're gonna enjoy it.
This is fun.
Dude, it's running good.
It sounds healthy.
That's a quick 100+ wheel horsepower addition.
Right in there with Trinity swap, man.
It's looking pretty good too.
Oh, he moves, man.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh yeah.
I think that's a wrap, dude.
Wow, man.
Just you want to check the belt for beltos?
You probably won't see much by now just because it was just up around. So
Yeah.
but I mean,
it feels more tight.
I didn't hear any slip,
Yeah.
and it didn't feel like it was nosing over.
Yeah.
It was pulling hard up top.
Yeah, it'd probably be a thing over time, especially if, it would just quickly, or it would, with the less tension on that belt, the way the tension's set up right now, it's not getting 100% proper belt wrap, but that would just be a thing over time. So once you get that oxidizer bolt get it taken care of, we can get an oxidizer back on it, it should be no problem.
God.
So what you think, Javier?
It's a different animal, man. I'm impressed, to be honest with you. It's just,
Yep. Huge thanks to Cody.
He's a man.
If you want to follow Cody's Instagram, Cody_54.
Yeah, _54, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's me.
It's amazing, man.
Heck yeah. Few hours and lots more horsepower.
Oh my god.